I know it's been 4 games, but I love me some DeMar DeRozan. This guy is damn good. And the Kings look pretty good right now after winning the last 2 games. Why are you laughing?
This guy is damn good. It's nice seeing a good basketball player in a Kings jersey and making an impact. And yeah, I think that's why you're very excited right now, even though it's still early in the season.
But there was so much talk about how was he going to fit with this Kings team, right? Is he going to want to play with pace? How's the spacing going to be? Let's go over some of these plays from the Kings' victory over the Jazz the other night. And let me tell you, they're beautiful. Let's dive in. Okay, first play, Morgan. This is off a Utah make. And DeMar gets the Kings into their early offense fast. This creates cross matches, and what do you know? It creates an open look for Sacramento.
Yeah, he's pushing the ball up with some pace. And I think sometimes when people think pace, they think quickness of De'Aaron Fox. No, this is going fast. You see the defense isn't fully set, and they're having to collapse, commit on over to DeMar DeRozan. He finds the open man for 3.
Yeah, he had the mismatch with Clarkson on him, marking in shades off Herter, and boom, that's an open shot. And Kevin Herter getting some nice catch and shoot looks. He's so used to the movement shooting, getting some good looks for Sacramento. This next play is very similar. This is off a Utah miss, and DeRozan immediately gets the Kings into their offense, decides to back down John Collins in season opening. It's Keegan Murray 3.
And I loved it all because you even see Keon Ellis on the baseline just kind of cut all the way through to bring his guy away from DeMar, as DeMar was doing a good job recognizing that little bit of it's not even a mismatch. He was just recognizing what he could do against John Collins, and instead he finds the open man at the top once again.
This next play, DeMar DeRozan getting downhill, collapsing the defense, just making the easy play, finding Monk for 3.
It's all about the paint touches, Deuce. And that's what he did early on here. He got into the paint down the middle as well. And you see so many of these Utah Jazz
defenders in the paint.
Yes, and that's exactly what you want to see. And I think DeMar and the way that he thinks is, okay, I'm going to look for my shot first if the defense didn't collapse. And everyone collapsed on him. So he had so many different options on the outside, but he found the best one, Malik Monk, right there for another open 3.
Okay, this next one might be one of my favorite plays of the early season. DeMar DeRozan bringing the ball up. You see Sabonis and Fox come up for some staggered screens. I can't believe this play from DeMar DeRozan leads to an easy bucket. Now, we'll slow it down here. DeMar DeRozan is known for jump passes. He looks like he is shooting this the entire way, so much so that Walker Kessler turns around to box out Domantas Sabonis, and then at the last second throws it to Sabonis for the easy score.
I mean, I thought he was shooting the basketball as well. And it all started again from 2 really strong staggered screens, finishing with Sabonis there at the top, giving DeMar a very good look at going into the paint. But what I love is DeMar definitely could have even taken a quicker mid-range shot, but instead he was trying to look for the best decision before he took on anything. And the best decision was to feed the big fella who had a nice position in the paint.
Okay, this final play was really fun because you see Monk and DeRozan in some 2-man action. So DeRozan gets a smaller defender on him. Cody Williams is forced to help, and DeMar does a good job trying to back down to get Cody Williams to help even more. So DeRozan acts like he's going to shoot it. Last second, gets it to Monk for 3.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even the best pass to Malik Monk, but Monk did a good job of juggling that basketball and getting a good shot up. Enough room for him to shoot where it's still a good enough 3 for Malik Monk. But I think my favorite thing about all of this is that you're seeing this offense be initiated right here through DeMar DeRozan. And there are a lot of guys standing, waiting for DeMar to do something with it. But at the same time, you just slowly see Malik Monk shifting up, trying to make sure he's also getting in DeMar's vision so he can see him, so he can be another option for him. But DeMar playing at his own pace, playing his own game right there. And it's what you've got to do, especially against a team like this that is going to collapse in on him.
And I love it too because there's so much talk about the space. He created space there by drawing that double team coverage from the Utah Jazz. These highlights made me really excited because it just shows you he's getting comfortable with the King style play. Sure, he can push the pace and create space as well, but he's also capable of slowing it down. And I think it's allowing the Kings to have a little more diversity with their offense.
Yeah, I mean, they have so many different options. And I think whenever we used to say that, it was like, how many people can be a weapon or make a shot? And it's no, how many people can kind of change the pace, the tempo, or whatever it is that needs to happen on the offensive end. So you are throwing different looks at all these teams in the NBA and really screwing with some of their defenses.
Well, let us know what you thought about some of these plays. Also, how do you feel like the fit is with DeMar DeRozan in Sacramento? Let us know in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.